Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to our last webinar for the month of February. So it's already February 26th, if you can believe it. On our agenda, we have some special things today. We have our product spotlight on Gel Intim. We're going to talk about direct product links and mailings that we can send out to our customers, preparing for wellness events, focusing on like in-person wellness events. And also we're going to wrap things up with a special announcement. We have a few special things going on in today's webinar. Make sure that you have your pen and paper ready to take some notes, and hopefully we'll be able to give you some good inspiration and excitement for your used business, especially to have a good wrap up for the month of September, or of February. Okay, so here we go. So let's start with our product spotlight, which is Gel Intim. If you're thinking about customer needs, when we talk about Gel Intim, this is a good complement to Deo Intim, but they are two different things, right? So we're talking about romance, passion, intimacy. Decreased libido can be part of this as well in terms of hormonal changes, etc. Also dryness in intimate areas. So we're really working on some physical needs that our customers might have, especially women who are going through hormonal changes, but really it could be useful for women in different ages as well. So Gel Intim is a natural lubricant that provides deep hydration, immediate comfort to intimate areas. It helps restore softness and elasticity, and it leaves a soft and silky feeling. So it has a really natural texture that people appreciate because it's not oily or sticky. So it just kind of blends in with our body's own natural balance. And the key ingredients that you'll want to share with your customers when they're thinking about purchasing the Gel Intim is non-transgenic soy extract. So soy is going to help provide the plant estrogens that can kind of step in for our customers when their own human estrogens stop doing their job. So a lot of your customers will experience this after after menopause or sometimes during menopause or other hormonal changes. And estrogens are important because they keep the lining of the vaginal area moisturized and healthy. And when people are experiencing dryness due to low estrogen levels, those plant estrogens can come in and help. There's also aloe vera extract and glycerin. Aloe vera extract is soothing and moisturizing, whereas glycerin can help hydrate the outer layer of our skin and improve our skin barrier function, providing protection against skin irritants, relieving dryness, etc. Glycerin is a humectant. You'll see it's in a lot of our lotions and things like that too, our creams, because it's a specific type of moisturizing agent that pulls water out to the outer layer of our skin so that it can stay moisturized and protected. Okay, so just a few things to really talk it up. That texture and its key ingredients are going to make a big difference. I have multiple customers who have said this is a total lifesaver during menopause, but also can be used at other ages. So okay, so now let's talk about sharing Gel Intim links. So when we are talking about this, we want to make sure that our target audience that is interested in this product can get to it quickly and purchase it for themselves. So remember that we have been talking a lot about getting direct shopping links so that our customers have one-click shopping, go right to the product, put it in their cart, and check out. So in order to get that link, we're going to go through it one more time because I know it's kind of a lot of clicks sometimes. Make sure that you're opening your personal website in a browser instead of the app so that you can get a URL at the end of this process. So make sure you're in Google or one of those different browsers so that you can put in your personal website and open your shop button, right? So it's in the menu if you're on your phone. The shop button's really easy to find up on the top if you're on a desktop. Find and open the product page. So actually click Find Gel Intim and actually click on the name of it so that you're opened up to just the page with just Gel Intim. That's where you need to be in order for that URL that we're going to share to have your personal used consultant ID number in the link so that the order does go to you. Okay, so make sure that you open the product page. And then you just go up to the top, like where the URL will look abbreviated on your phone. But when you click on it, you will see that it is actually a longer URL. You just click on it to make sure the whole thing is highlighted, and you should be able to select copy from there and then go ahead and paste it in a message or in other places like on your social media. So any questions about where to find this link? Go ahead and let us know in the chat if you have any questions. Hopefully you're all pros at this by now. I know we've talked about it a lot of times, but we're trying to give you different visuals to make that easy, like a second nature for you. So, and then where do you share this direct product link? As you're promoting Gel Intim and complementary products that go with it, where do you post this link? You can post it on your personal social media accounts. I like to, on my personal accounts, I like to just do a story that like invites people to check something out in my Facebook group or on my personal or on my used page or things like that, just like a little snippet that gets people's attention if they have this need, so that they can reach out to me if they have that need. You can also add this to your own used link tree, that where you store your links that you've been talking about in social media. In your Instagram stories, we have those little stickers that you can put a product link on with that. YouTube videos and shorts, it can go right in the description as a live link. WhatsApp status, again, you can put it right in the description and it becomes a live link. You can set it in direct messages. People can click on it from there. And you can also share it in Facebook groups and pages really easily, either in the description, or I like to do it in the comments so it doesn't clutter up my description. But you can post it in either of those places in Facebook posts, and it's a live link, super easy. So make sure that you have that copied. You can store it in your notes the whole month that we're talking about this and beyond, so that you can grab it, copy, paste, and go as you post multiple times about that product. And we're also going to be sharing a special Gel Intim challenge with you. So Cesar, being the nice guy he is, hola Cesar, so he's going to give you a special incentive to practice this skill. So get your direct product link, like I just showed you how to do, for Gel Intim. This is a product that you're going to be talking about these last 4 days of February, right? Get it from your personal shopping site, get that link ready. Promote Gel Intim with the direct product link. Post it to your link tree, your posts, your stories, your reels, your messages, etc. And then let Cesar know when you have sold 3 Gel Intims via that direct product link to receive a free product from him. Just make sure that you pay attention to the one exclusion is just excluding spa links and personal orders like that you place as a consultant, because we are practicing this skill of posting a direct product link for other people to shop through. Anything
Yes.
you'd like to add to that, Cesar?
Yeah, this is correct. Let me explain a little bit this part, because remember of the behavior of the customers and behavior of the consultants or sellers is changes. So we need to create the update for my business. The update is you need to do of the link like we show and training and keep moving for that and improve every day. This is the reason for I talk to the company, help me to give a free product of somebody wants to do it. Because sometimes when it's make to the outside of the comfort zone, it's hard. I know, I understand you. But if you can do it, you have a price. But it's no for spas, no for individual orders. It's just for you create your video and click here to purchase this product. That's it. It's easy. We can do it of different products in the next weeks for understand more about that and show to the consultants and please tell to them to come of this training. And by the way, please, if you can do it, send to me to make for maybe sure or clear, or maybe I would like to check if this is good. Let me put my phone number in the chat.
Perfect. That's what I was just going to ask, if you could put your email or phone number
Go
in the
ahead.
chat. Perfect. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Cesar. We're so excited about this, just for practicing this skill that we've been working on. And it's also just a good motivator to keep talking about this product in different ways. Remember that your customers need to have contact with things, I would say minimum 3 times, but a lot of times it takes like up to 10 to 12 times seeing the information in different ways before they're like, oh yeah, I really do need that, right? Think of yourself as a consumer. Like, that's just how we operate. We're very inquisitive and we like to research things and think about things before we buy. So having that direct product link for that moment that they're ready and just posting about the product in different ways can be really helpful. So make sure sure you check your consultant app in the resources folder and search Gel Intim for other resources that you can put to work, and add that direct link to those resources. Okay, thank you very much. So let's continue then with our prospecting tips for this week. And you can use Gel Intim in this um, option that we're going to give you, but you can also start this with your March promos when they start later this week as well. So today we are going to talk about mailing. So we've been talking about balanced prospecting as a part of being a fanatical prospector, right? So how do you meet lots of people to find new customers and new consultants for your team? One of the things that you can do to have a balanced prospecting strategy is to include mailings. Now, this doesn't mean that this should be your only strategy, right? But sending things out in the mail to people is one of the most surefire ways that they are going to receive it and look at it because it's a special thing now, right? I know like my mom still gets a lot of mail, like snail mail, but I really don't. I get like 2 envelopes maybe a day in my mailbox. So if I get a special little envelope with something handwritten, made just for me that they haven't sent out to like everyone in a group message, it feels special. And so, why should we take the time to contact our prospects via snail mail? Well, we have this unique personal touch. Write them a handwritten note. I get so much feedback where people are like, "Oh my gosh, Angie, I can't believe you sent me a handwritten note." No one does that anymore. It really has a wow factor for people. You can send quick reference guides to your first time customers. Buy, some 6x9 envelopes that you can send things out in. You can add a couple of extra samples with them, etc. But that quick reference guide is really nice so that the next time your customers have a need, they know how to look it up and see what products are best for that need, and then reach out to you. You can also send out mailings for customer needs quizzes or surveys that are found in spa tools. So like the stress-free life, the pain management one. What else is there? I think the respiratory care one is on there as well. So you can print those out and mail them out to customers to get conversation started with them. You can even send that with some product samples as well. You can send new product samples that they have not tried yet. I try to keep track of what my customers have bought so far so I can keep sending them new things to try and just pamper them. So like if I know that like the skincare products are on sale, I try to right away when they go on sale, I send out an at-home facial with printed out instructions to as many customers as I can so that they can try the facial at home, even if they live, 6 hours away from me. So there's lots of different ways to put that mailing strategy to use, and you know that your customer is going to get it and look at it and pay attention to it, which is a big deal. So one little quick tip for this is if you just buy like these little, like the thank you size cards, I'm able to send a thank you size card, which is just those little, like, the size cards with 2 samples in a regular envelope with a regular stamp. I weigh it on my little kitchen scale, which you can see in the picture here, to make sure that it's less than 1 ounce. That's what the post office tells me is my limit. And that it's not like a really thick envelope. It has to still be a smooth envelope. But by sticking like 2 samples flat in that little card, writing a handwritten note in there of like, oh, enjoy this, and, give your hands a little pampering or whatever. Like I just give them a little handwritten note so that they know how to use those samples and just to touch base with them. I stick the samples in flat, put it together, seal it, put their address, my address, a regular stamp on there, pop it in my mailbox, put the flag up, and I am done. Like it is super easy. I don't even have to go to the post office. Okay. Another thing, if I'm sending out a facial that I want people to do, and I send out like 4 to 5, sometimes 6 samples, if I'm sending out like a full facial with samples, with the vital use samples, that's usually like I buy like a business type envelope, like those longer ones. And I print out the instructions that I've typed up for them on a sheet of paper. And I can fit about 4 to 5 samples in there if I just kind of lay them out and wrap, I kind of fold them into my sheet of paper. And my envelope, again, I don't want it to be super thick. But this is where the post office tells me to buy these special stamps. I go into the post office and buy special stamps that are called non-machinable stamps because I'm sending quite a few samples and my envelope is a little weird. The post office wants to know that they shouldn't smash it because they don't want a mess on their end, right? So that's what the post office has told me to do with this kind of mailing is if I have that like more samples in it, to buy the stamps that are for non-machinable mail. Just be aware that that process sometimes takes a little bit longer to send these to your customers, sometimes up to like 7 or 10 days. So do this right away. Like if the skincare stuff goes on sale, do that right away so that they get them as soon as possible. Okay. So those are my quick tips. I love doing this because I get so much feedback from it. So any questions or share your own testimonials in the chat. We'd love to hear from you about how you do customer mailings. And just take a moment to reflect. Like, how does it feel to receive a card in the mail? How does it compare to message or email? And when you first started with Used as a customer or as a consultant, did you receive any special mail from your consultant or from your, not from your consultant, from your consultant or your leader, right? When you purchased your first used product, how did that make you feel? Gabby Montalvan is my mentor, and she sent me like the guide with some extra samples for me to try and everything. And it felt very special when she did that. So that kind of has stuck with me and made me a mailer as well. So go ahead and write that on your to-do list. Maybe just like 10 mailings a week would be a good goal to start with. So it's not overwhelming because it does take a little bit of time to handwrite notes out, but it's so worth it to keep up that high quality contact with your network. Okay. Okay, and then for our sales project today, we want to just give a few quick tips about preparing for an in-home wellness event or an in-person wellness event because they tend to require a little bit of extra preparation just because you're taking things along with you. You're talking, you're working with a host and you're trying to get them ready for things. So we want to share some quick tips so that you can do that easily in an efficient way where you feel really ready to go. So when you are preparing for a wellness event, think of that's like you demonstrated a product or a routine to someone and they loved it. You offered the opportunity to become a host so that they can share it with others, learn more about it, and earn free product for themselves as well. And they say, yes, I want to be a host. I want to share this opportunity and this experience with my loved ones, my friends, my family, etc. Now what do we do? You're like, great. Now what do we do? Right? So your first step is to prepare the host and kind of make a plan with them. So set up a meeting with your host to discuss and plan the wellness event. Now, realistically, sometimes this is over the phone, sometimes you get together at their house or go out for coffee, but try to have like a moment where you can sit down and chat with them and make sure that they understand what the process looks like, set some goals, etc. Use the host planning guide. You can find this. You can buy paper copies of this with under business tools when you place a consultant order, but you can also get a mobile version of it on the consultant app on your phone, which is really easy to follow. You can just go through the steps with them. And then also determine a topic. Remember, we have all those new shortened wellness event guides. So there's lots to choose from, and just try to gear them towards something that's really interesting to them and the people that they plan on inviting. Okay. Step number 2, prepare yourself. You have to be an expert, but you do have lots of resources to help you feel confident with that. So you use those new guides. Those new guides, you can have them out with you, right? Reading right from them as you're doing your wellness event. So it's not that you have to memorize everything. You should know what you're talking about, but you don't have to memorize every little detail, right? So use those guides to help you with all the product information, etc. That has a list of all the products that you need. It has a secondary list of complementary products that you can include if you have them, and some special materials that they recommend, like the cotton rounds, little portable mirrors, things like that. It depends on each spot, but this is like your checklist ready to go. Okay. And then as you're going through this guide, you'll also see that everything is laid out for you of like introductory questions to get the conversation starting on a topic for a product. Then you'll have a list of its benefits, how to do a demonstration of it, and ideal for is like the uses, like what kind of people are going to want to use this product, what benefits does it have for them. Okay. So make sure you have those new wellness guides ready to go, right, for whatever topic you're going to be presenting. And then step 3 is during the wellness event, what does that look like? It basically only has 3 major parts that you have to focus on. Set up a display, try to make it visually appealing. You don't have to invest a lot. Like I literally buy so many of my materials from the dollar store. and Walmart. These are 50-cent bowls that they have at Walmart. Aren't they cute? They're like just right for, or they like match my business cards and everything, which I'm excited about. But these are 50 cents at Walmart. And this is what I use for like water, for rinsing and things like that. I just did a hand spa for 30 people and bought a bunch of these for that. With used cares, by the way. Oh my gosh, it was so awesome. And then these are little paint trays that I buy at the dollar store that I can number and put like the amount of each product that we're going to need for a facial or whatever it is. I can put this here so that I'm not fiddling with containers for each person. So you can use simple things like this, very cost effective, but they'll help you get prepped and ready to go. And then you'll do your product demonstration. You'll be using your guide to walk yourself through that. You don't have to memorize everything. Go ahead and pull out your guide and read from it. And then do your individual closing where you check in with each individual person, help them determine what products that they are going to get, give them good recommendations, guide them with questions. And also sometimes they have needs beyond what was covered in the spa. So you can encourage them to try some other products or to have a spa of their own as well. So it's really a simple setup. Don't overcomplicate it, and just have fun with it because people will sense that how much fun you are as you're doing this event. Okay. And we have some pictures of just other example displays of how lovely our consultants have made their displays. And it's all things that are just, like they don't invest a ton of money in this, but they put a lot of effort into it so that it's really a fun experience for the people who attend. So, any questions? Go ahead and put that on your to-do list, right? Like, what is an in-person spa that you would like to do to just offer out as like a whole, like an open house? Or who is someone you have been in contact with recently who would love to host a spa and share something that they love with other people? Okay. All right, so then we're going to finish up this section with our call to action for this week. Please, please, please promote that gel Intim with a direct product link and sell at least 3 products via direct product links. Post them on your social media in all those different ways. Make sure that you're making high quality posts that people are interested in. And when you sell 3 products via that direct product link, let's say no, so that you can get a free product in the mail. Also, focus on incorporating at least one new consultant to your team this week. Keep up with those conversations. You'll probably have to have 6 to 12 contacts with the person in different ways before they say yes. So don't get discouraged. If you have someone who has shown that they would like to be a part of this business in some way, shape, or form, keep up with those conversations in a gentle way so that you can incorporate more consultants onto your team. And set a goal of selling at least $300 in products or sets this week as well, maybe even by Thursday, so that you can have a really strong wrap up to the month of February. Okay, so thank you everybody who is joining us. And we're going to continue with some other special announcements in just a moment.